Okay, good morning. So we have got finished on most of the guitar, and I need to carve the neck down so that it's ready to go. So there's several steps in that, but I'm going to start with spokeshave. This is a flat spokeshave, and I've already sharpened it. And then I have a couple of card scrapers over here for when I get a little closer. And then I'll be doing some sanding before I apply finish. I'm probably not going to put the applying finish on camera because I've shown that for the rest of the guitar, and it's really the same process. So I'll get the neck ready and I'll do that on camera, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm going to come on down here. I have my guitar set up. It's lightly held on the bench. I've got some foam and rope kind of tying it down so that it's semi-stable. It's not moving a whole lot, but it will move. So you have to use kind of your stomach, kind of like here, to kind of hold the guitar in place. I typically like to put the butt end of the guitar on my toes and then work up this way, but it doesn't really work on camera, so I've strapped it down to the bench top. So basically I'm going to go at corners here, and I'm going to try to adjust the spokeshave so that I'm taking a good cut, but I've seen people draw lines, center line down the neck of the guitar. That's great and all. So this is going, but it's going rather slowly, so let's see if maybe pushing it will help. Maybe if when I'm a little bit flatter, but you just kind of have to find the working point on the spokeshave and the direction of the grain in the neck. And that may take you a little trial and error. Be careful when you're getting to the ends because you don't want to bump into either side. You've already got that worked out pretty good. Continue adjusting until you've got it just about right. And on the spokeshave, you adjust it with these little knurled knobs up here. You pull them up a little bit to move the blade out, and then you can push them back down so the blade doesn't keep moving. Of course, this is moving around just enough that it's just not conductive to doing anything else, huh? It's not going to fall off the bench, but certainly not going as swimmingly as I would like. I think the issue here is that I have some grain on this end that needs to go that way, and this end needs to go the other direction. That's what it feels like. See there, I'm going to have to work on all of that right there. Because what I'm getting here is wanting to go that way. Let's see. Hang on. Alright, I've added an additional clamp behind it so I can kind of push on the guitar a little bit more. Hopefully still not happy here. Okay, that's a little better. Excuse the trade. If you're not careful, you'll knock your cap iron loose. You have to reset. Still taking too heavy. Okay. Let's see if it's going to let me do this part. Nope. Okay, so I'm done with the spoke shave right now. I'm going to come right in here and I'm going to grab a couple of my rasps because I'm going to need them as I go through here. I've got two rasps here. I've got a 4-in-1 with a round side and a flat side. That's got some really aggressive end on it, and then I've got this round and flat. It's the same amount on each side, but it gives me a little bit finer surface. So this area right here is still a little proud, and I got a little area right over here that's a little proud. But this in between I feel is pretty good. So I'm gonna blend this with that and the other side the same way. And I'm gonna do that with my files. Go back to that center line thing. If you're working from both sides in and you're working your spoke shave back and forth like I did and real nice and even as much as you can, you're going to come up with a neck that's going to be relatively comfortable. Okay, and then you can fine tune it with the files and some sandpaper. If you want to keep redrawing at center line, you just go ahead and do that. But I've never found that to be an issue, because you can always feel with your hand if it needs to come off one side or the other. So I'm not really concerned about that. I just try to keep it even going all the way down. Got a little bit there. Okay, so that part right there is pretty much ready for me to sand, so I've got to work on the other end over here now. In order to do that, I'm going to have to reset where my guitar is. And I'll probably just hold it on my toes to be able to get that section.